Clark, a new Swedish mini-series starring Bill Skarsgård on Netlfix, is based on the true story of a notorious Swedish bank robber, Clark Olofsson, who gave rise to the phrase the Stockholm Syndrome. Directed by Jonas Åkerlund, Clark is a dynamic 6-part series with an eclectic visual style that Clark follows Clark Olofsson, played by Bill Skarsgård, a charismatic career criminal, who spent his life in between committing various crimes, prison sentences, escaping prison and being on the run. It starts from his birth in 1947 until the late 1980s when he was sentenced to 10 years in prison for aggravated drug trafficking. It's all told through Clark's perspective, who depicts himself as a ladies' man, seemingly able to charm everyone around him, especially women, and a great criminal mastermind. Clark is a fast-paced 6-part series, mostly based on the truths and lies as told by Olofsson himself in his autobiography, with a great leading performance from Bill Skarsgård. If you ever wondered where the term Stockholm Syndrome came from, this series will give you a vivacious illustration of it and what it means. Clark Olofsson's notoriety blew up after his involvement in the bank heist of the Sveriges Kreditbanken in Stockholm in 1973, from which the phrase Stockholm Syndrome originates. Bank robber Janne Olsson, played by Christoffer Nordenrot, took 4 hostages in the process, then demanded that his prison mate, Clark Olofsson, be brought to the scene. Olofsson and the 4 hostages were then kept in the bank vault for 6 days by the police until Olofsson surrendered himself to them. What made this bank robbery so extraordinary is that one of the hostages, Kristen Kicki Enmark, played by Alicia Agneson, phoned the Swedish Prime Minister to ask him for the police not to harm them in the 2 bank robbers. This is what would subsequently be coined as Stockholm Syndrome, a hostage siding with their captor. But as the series points out, through its megalomaniac leading character, it really should be called the Olofsson Syndrome. This series is thus not about this particular event in 1973, but a portrait of Clark Olofsson, the man himself, and how his personality and character could have inspired such a syndrome. The series thus begins, in black and white, by depicting Clark's childhood from his actual birth,